Florida humidity certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, shut.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Fields now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Herbert. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Off play action, Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll have the first down and more than that. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it, because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
King.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
Hey, alert 33. Up. What's up?
1st down, Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Alert. What's up?
Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now motion left with Mooney. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Herbert once more.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
Right.
Foreman takes it, headed right.
Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fields going to change things up here. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep it off the scoreboard here.
Here we go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
To throw is Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
Santos' kick is up and through,
and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field.
There he goes, right side. Past midfield, look out. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just
players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On first down, it's Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here's Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
There he goes, left side.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Run, run, run. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Regular, regular, regular. Watch out.
Following the interception, Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Kings!
Mayfield now on second down. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore, 83 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
But not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Real. Stop!
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hurry!
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Hey, alert 33. Up. What's up?
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion right is Evans.
Point it right. Real.
To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's again complete to Palmer. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DeMarcus Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Regular.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Run.
Mayfield down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Green Durham. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
A give left side here for Herbert to the 43, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And off right side for Herbert. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Fields. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
On first down, right back to Herbert. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Foreman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go. Good. Angel. Sit high.
Here's Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go.
3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Hey, Go.
Back to throw. Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Santos with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to